Oh, for your next one, I've got the Winnebago Vista National Park Limited Edition. This is made for your RVer that wants to go boondocking. Got lots of lithium and solar built on for you already. So we're at 30 feet, and it is going to be on the Ford F53 chassis, which is going to allow for a little more upscale amenities when you get inside. You'll see some once you get inside. I'm excited for you to find out.
We got to get Jennifer's first impression. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Ready for the challenge. Bo, are you ready?
Oh, look at that. It's got a little doggy tie thing right there.
Whoa, this is huge. And there's a whole wall that slides out. I just can't even imagine how big this is going to be when you put that slide out. This is just like a home. This is huge, very, very big. It looks like it can accommodate a lot of people. I'm not a person who likes dark leather, dark floors, but it's beautiful.
So how'd you like this one?
Well,
oh, you're spoiling me. They keep getting nicer and nicer. This is huge. This has everything plus. I love it.
That's amazing. One thing left to do. Try it out.
Here we go. Are you ready, my dear?
I am ready.
Bo, are you ready?
Are you ready to go? You want to
Let's
go?
All right. Here we go, Josh.
Good luck.
All right. Well, now the driving test of this beautiful Winnebago 30-foot small Class A. Jen, your thoughts sitting up here in the cab as we drive along?
Humongous. I can't believe it's only 30 feet. I mean, it feels like a home.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, it is really, really nice. We have so much that we want to do when we set up at the campsite, and we will document all of that for you. So, same first impression. Look at this view out the window. I mean,
it's amazing how much you can see. I feel like I'm on top of the mountain.
Now, just think about that, driving west, you know, and looking at all the mountains through all these windows. Very comfortable seats again. One quick thing I noticed there.
Come on, Bo, over
the
here.
Monitor for the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto is pretty small. That's pretty small.
Oh, that is, isn't it?
Yeah, but not bad. I mean, you know, it's workable. Really nice. Nice to drive. Josh told us that this would be easier to turn and easier to drive than the smaller Axis that we did. And he's absolutely right. This thing, it's a big steering wheel though. It's a really big steering wheel. And
you're going to be ready for your next career as a
long-haul truck driver. Bo, you look pretty good. You got a little mountain to stand up on out there. All right, so next stop for us is going to be the...
It's okay, Bo.
Bumps in the road, lots of construction.
Bumps in the road. You may not be on my lap.
Next stop for us is the campground. And, you know, honest, this does not feel like I'm driving something that's 30 feet long. It really does drive very comfortably. It's nice sitting up here.
And it feels so good. So good. And it feels so good.
So I don't know if you would be as fatigued driving in this as you would be pulling a fifth wheel or driving a Class C or a Class B, but in this short drive we've been doing, it's pretty darn comfortable.
Sit down, Bo.
Oh, the mileage? I know somebody out there saying, what's the mileage? Well, I'm not going to be driving this thing a full 500 miles or anything, but based on what we're seeing with this big Godzilla Ford engine that this gas small Class A has, I'm guessing 8 or 9 miles per gallon. That's about what Class A's get, so no surprise there, except at the pocketbook. When you fill up a 55-gallon plus gas
And
tank.
it feels so good.
Let's start with this engine on this Winnebago. They call it the Godzilla. It's a huge gas engine, and it's on the Ford F3. That's their big chassis. So this is a full-fledged big guy. That's all I can say. It has a towing capacity of 7,500 pounds. Now, as we walk around, I also want to talk to you about the electric system on this thing. This does have lithium. It has, I think, 325 watts of solar up on the roof, and it has lithium batteries as well. So it is really meant for doing some boondocking, but it's also meant to do it in great luxury. Cameras, front, rear, side, really nice. Whenever you put your blinker on, this will turn on. If you put your right blinker on, that will turn on and show on the display in the cab. Same with the other side. Big Continental tires. These are really nice tires. No China bombs here. I like the little touch. Winnebago is really good on putting their little logos everywhere. But nice black rims on that. Looks really good. I'm just not a big fan of these folding steps that come out. It's always a challenge for the RV makers what you're going to put in there, but that's not my favorite. Nice grip bar here. Let's take a look at what really makes this unit excel, and that is the storage. Because it's a larger Class A, 30 feet long, it has ample storage, big storage everywhere. I mean, this thing is as deep as my arm. Little tiny touches like a drain hole in here, you can pop that out. If you get a bunch of dirt and stuff in there, you can just put a hose in, squirt that all out, and keep that clean. That's just those little touches that come from somebody who is an RVer, and I think that Winnebago does really a good job of adding the things that RVers want. And these are all, by the way, locking, so that's really good. More storage everywhere you look. I mean, look at this stuff. You have so much room here. These are the batteries, and let me just show you the electrical system. They have it really tucked away. This is the inverter, charger, all that stuff with the battery disconnect switch. I like it located outside like that. Really nice. Nobody's going to bump into anything, and they don't waste that space for it. They do such a nice job with storage. All right, well, you got a speaker here, and you have a speaker here, and you must know that this is a big TV. And there's a radio or a TV switch over on the side here that you can see. And this will pull out. You can move it however you want. Now, for us, I don't go camping to watch TV. In fact, most of the time, we don't even turn a TV on, I don't think, do we?
Not usually.
Yeah, so this would be wasted on us. And it's a pretty good, extra option. I don't know what they charge for this, but I know there are people who love to go out in the middle of the woods and then watch TV. Go figure. That's not what we go
something
camping.
that they watch.
Yep, that's what they want. Whatever you want. I'm not saying. Again, storage everywhere. I keep opening these things. Now, not just storage.
Are you ready for this? Drum roll.
And look at that. This is an outside kitchen. Nice little sink here. And of course, you have to have a really good bottle opener right there. There is a drain pump here. And what would that be for? That would be if you need to drain. See, if you want to get all that out of there, it'll help you get it out. Lights. Nice storage. Now, what would you put up there? Maybe a grill. The one thing they don't have is a grill on this thing. A lot of them will have a pull-out grill, but I think some people would rather have a little stove. Some would rather have a grill. Lots of storage outside. Solid. Nice drawers. And of course, a little hot point refrigerator. Actually, quite a bit of room in there. So leaving a little storage over in here for whatever you want, like you want to put a table, if you want to bring a table outside, look how nice that is. Little touch, they just give you that room for the extra stuff. So an outdoor kitchen's nice, and if it's raining, you can stand under that. But no need to do
We'll have
that.
to turn off the lights.
Oh yeah, thank you. I always do that.
Just like at home.
Just like at home, right? Okay, the lights are off. Thank you for telling me. Now, this is an interesting thing. I've never seen one of these before. Look up here. What could that be? Well, I can't demonstrate it because the camping spot we're in, I have a tree right here. But this is called a shadow awning. We call it the bat awning because unzip it, take it apart, and this will actually pull out like so, all the way around here, cover your area there. There's a little pole that will come down, and you've got an awning. Again, it's an option. It gives you, if you live outside, you like to do the TV and all that stuff, I think you'd be very happy with it. All right,
But you still have your big awning.
yeah, you have a big awning, huge awning, all the way across.
Yes, huge.
Wind sensor on it, so if it gets really windy, it will automatically retract. All right, let's go around to the other side. On the back, there's that hitch. Again, 7,500 pound towing capacity on this Vista. I love this, the color scheme on the outside of this. This they call the Canyonlands edition, and all these national park special editions are named after one of our national parks. The slide is a super slide, as Jennifer said when she did her first impression. It is literally pretty much the whole length. It all comes out this way. So now I'm not gonna jump in too much except to show you how much more space. This is a 5,000 watt Awning generator. That's a lot of power, 5,000 watts. And then over here is a tiny little cubby hole. That's where you put your electrical cord. I don't know if you can see in here. There's a little mouse hole that it goes down, and there it is, right there, the 50 amp power. That's really nice, a dedicated area just for your electrical power, and makes it a lot easier. You always know where it's going to be. Gas, that's where you fill up the gas. This is a gas RV. Deep, tall, nice storage, plenty of room. And we'll just go all the way down, and again, just keep opening up. This is the wet bay. Now, a couple of things on the wet bay that I want to show you. The hose, the outdoor shower is right there. I'm not a fan of this system, even though it's nice and neat and clean and easy to look at. There's the hole to put your sewer pipe down, and you can tighten that up when you're not using it. These are the two valves, the black and the gray. I like to have another valve, a Valterra valve. I've mentioned that before in our previous Class A review on another model, but there's no room for it there. So there's always going to be a little spillage when you take that off. Even though these Valterra valves are closed, I like that third valve, but that's just me. But all your
look
controls.
at how nice and big that opening is.
Yes, it is a nice. Well, you got a big, 4-inch sewer hose that goes down there, so it's got to be. But everything is there. There's your main filter, water filter for the entire coach. I like having all of the controls. So
How about that easy access for that water filter?
yeah, it's you don't have to crawl under a cabinet as you do on so many others. And these doors, by the way, are really solid. Storage again. Look at the size of that storage bay. And just in case you didn't have enough, this is for the LP tank. This is where you fill up your LP gas. Very nice. Does a great job. And it's up front, it's close. So I think we're set. Heated mirrors, of course. Another camera. The National Parks Foundation edition, special edition of the Winnebago Vista. This one 30 feet long, which is right anything over to that, they're not considered a small Class A anymore.
I have to speak up and show you something. Look how they etched in these designs.
Where? Oh, on the window. Yeah, little touches. Look at that. Can you see that? Like national parks, these are little pine trees.
And over on the other side as well.
I don't know if they're showing up on the video.
A lot more trees on this side.
Yeah, there's more trees on this side. And look, there's a little, can I
Must
decide
be.
show?
That's got to be a Winnebago.
I don't know. Of course there's a Winnebago. Look, it's even got the same coloring on it as the thing with the tree. I hope that's showing up.
Now, I've got to get you to step back and show the color scheme on the whole side.
Oh, Jennifer, I did say I like that color scheme.
I know, but you got to get the full effect. And
Yeah.
the sun's kind of reflecting off it.
Yeah.
But very nice, very unusual. Well done.
It is. And there's that Lippert leveling system. You see it behind the tire there? 4 levels, automatic leveling. And that little touch, the Bow Pet Pal tag there, right there. Oh, let me show you one thing here. This is important. Always look for your occupant and cargo carrying capacity. Now, on this unit, this is pretty low. It's 1,321 pounds. So look at this. You can have safety belts for 5 people. So that is going to take, say everybody weighs 150 pounds. You're talking, 750 pounds, half of that taken up, not including all of your supplies if you've got a dog or a pet. My point being is that you really need to keep all the occupants and the cargo under that weight. That is not a lot of extra cargo capacity. And when you think that you are also carrying chairs, and you are carrying all of your food and your clothes and whatever toys you're going to take on a camping trip, that doesn't give you a lot of room. So be very well aware that that's your maximum cargo carrying capacity. Now, I should also add that if you're towing a vehicle, the tongue weight, not the weight of the vehicle, but the tongue weight of that vehicle also goes against that 1,321 pounds limit. So there's not a lot of carrying capacity on this. That's what I want you to note. And that's true of most RVs, and most RVers exceed that at their own peril. Stay with that. Always have your unit weighed, and you can take them to any of the CAT scales on the freeway and have them weighed that way. But every RV should have this little yellow sticker, and you want to make sure that you understand it, okay? And by the way, if you're taking water, guess what? That counts as cargo. A full load of water on this is 641 pounds. So that's almost half of it. Then add your passengers, and you're overweight. You're overweight. So be aware of what that says. Look at your RV and do the math. All right, let's go inside and pick up Jennifer, who is going to give us the interior tour
Of the Winnebago Vista Special Edition National Park Series. Woo! That's a mouthful. Now, Mike, did you want to tell about all the wonderful features in the cab?
In the cab, the cabin, the cockpit, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we can kind of go over that a little bit later on. But
This does feel like a cockpit. This is
it
very
really
impressive.
is. I mean, look at that. But
Very, very impressive.
I'll show you some of the stuff up there. But let's talk about the interior.
Okay, so let's talk about the interior. This is bold. These are warm colors rather than the neutral that most people are using. This is nice and warm. But what I like most is comfort. This is very, very comfortable. And your feet will come up to make you extra comfy. You can have your own space. You're watching the television. You can have a couple of cups, something here. If you want it more like a sofa, you can take this out. You don't have to have the armrest here. But if there's just two of you, there's something nice about just resting your arms and having something to drink next to you. So we look up And there is the television.
I should point out that the noise you hear is the air conditioning. It is like 94 degrees and humid, and we have both air conditioners on at maximum. So there's a
So
little.
forgive us.
Yeah, so forgive us, but we don't want to sweat all over the camera. All right, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay, television set, windows, opens up. Lots of screen there, so you get lots of air in. Shade that you pull down when you want your privacy at night. Blackout shade.
And,
And then you put it back up when you're done with it.
These same crank windows, they don't open very far. That's
But
it.
Just a little for
About
when you
that
got
much.
the ceiling fan on, it'll vent the air.
But that's how much window you got. Not a lot.
And I thought this was kind of fun. There's like a little built-in tray here to keep things from sliding all over. And then, of course, whatever you want to put in the cup holders,
And
that works.
This makes into a bed too, right?
It does make into a bed. And there's a seat belt. One here, one over here. So you've got a couple of extra seat belts. And you can move the table and make this into a bed. And it will be comfortable because these cushions,
You know,
they're thick.
I want to do a test. You have those long legs, and you're bumping your legs on when you sit at one of these tables. You want to try it?
I will, but announcement time.
Announcement time. Ladies and gentlemen, Jennifer has an announcement.
There are
two seatbelts.
Two seatbelts there.
Yeah, two
I
seatbelts.
figured there would be.
Yep. So
but,
two seatbelts here and
two.
two here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can bring people. All right. I want this right now. I can sit here and my legs do not rub against the bottom of the table. I can even dance. I can have dancing feet. My feet can dance. I can hear a tune I like, and my feet can have fun.
All right. While your feet are dancing, I'm going to show a couple things over here that I think most people would miss. There's a big control panel over there. I'll show you. But I really like this Winnebago. These little controls here for your porch light, all your lights. Wait right when you walk in. You know, just push that. All the lights come on. Or if you just want the lounge, the galley, the hall, whatever you want there. But that is a really nice feature. The second feature is dirty shoes, right? We all have dirty shoes. Look at this. This is a little cubby hole here, and you can stick your shoes in there and keep them out of the way. So, and there's some controls here to keep the steps out so it doesn't always retract in and out. When you're camping, you can leave them always out. All right.
I was enjoying just sitting here. This is so comfortable. And you could put 4 people, 2 on each side. There is room. So, let's continue on.
Continuing on.
Drawers, storage.
This is the kitchen, the galley.
Yes, a wastebasket I can envision under here. That looks like it'd be good. And this is nice. Double sink and the faucet and water and light and air and outlets. And is this just too cute or what? This backsplash so that when you're cooking, you don't stain the wall. 3 burners, an oven, storage down below. Very nice. Up high, we don't have to bend over to use the microwave.
How's
Lots
the
of
storage?
cabinets. Storage.
Quite a bit of storage, really. Yeah.
All good. Oh, yeah, we've got storage. A lot, where there should be storage, there is storage. And I have to point this out because we're talking about storage. When we came in that door, right up above is a place to put keys.
Oh, there's the
I wonder,
famous Winnebago W. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, look at that.
I wonder,
That is very nice.
wonder if you could put a hat up there.
This
Now,
is
this
nice.
has got to pull down for
Yeah,
privacy.
privacy at night.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you want to see who's out there?
You
could look quick.
You could put hats there.
Keys.
What's this?
Ah,
Oh, it's a pre-wired satellite receiver system for satellites, and it's not plugged in, but there you go. That's nice.
that looks like a
So
good idea.
so it's wired up to the roof there. All right, so we've done the kitchen, the galley, the little dinette.
The contemporary art.
Yeah, I think Winnebago commissioned a bunch of national park themed pieces of art. This unit that we're in now is called the Canyonlands, named after the Canyonlands National Park in Utah, and I suspect that's to be the Canyonlands there.
But this, you know, there's so much room in here. I just can't believe all the space.
This
So,
is the control panel that I talked about before. Lots of stuff there that will tell you everything you need, your power source, your batteries. And again, remember this has lithium batteries. That's really nice. How much fresh water you have, black water, gray water, your fuel ratings, your natural gas LP.
and we open this door to a very nice bathroom. And what do I see? I see places for towels. You can hang your towels.
Now, why
here.
don't
You'll
more
know where they-
manufacturers do that?
Because
that is
it,
so
it
nice.
costs money.
How much could that cost?
Well, it costs enough that most manufacturers.
But isn't
Yeah.
that the kind of thing, a little
That's-
attention to detail that
that's-
says, if they care that much about the details, then the ones I don't see, they must even care more about those. you know?
My experience with Winnebago is they've impressed me with little things that they do, like
Yeah.
little switches and everything that I like, I appreciate. So in the bathroom, the toilet paper holder, easy to get, under the sink, medicine cabinet,
Oh, it's
storage up here, like that, lip, gotta have the lip.
the lips she's talking about right here.
So that it
So things don't fall out,
slide out.
yeah.
You open the door, ah! And
Look at this. You've got the toilet and you got the little
help clean it,
cleaner
keep
outer,
it clean.
cleaner outer thing.
And a towel racks here, and the little Winnebago W. I really like that.
Yeah.
I might have to get a Winnebago so I
Can
can.
you
have
tell
a
me what
W.
it stands for? Wendland.
Wendland.
Yeah. Let's,
Hey,
before we give this
Perfect.
back, let's just kind of unscrew that from the wall. They'll never know.
they'll never miss it.
Yeah, they'll never know.
And this is fun. This is a different countertop.
All right.
Pretty.
This is the official Mike spit test. Can I spit? Look at that. I can.
Yeah.
I can. I'm not bumping my head. I like
Yeah.
that. Congratulations. You passed that one, Winnebago.
And I like this. It's easy to lock the shower. When you have to take off and go down the road, easy to lock, easy to unlock. We unlock. And
There's the shower.
we've got the skylight, so it's not dark in there. We've got places to put your shampoo and your soap and everything. And very nice. Very nice. It's just a little thing, but something that I like in the shower is a little rod that goes across so that if you have to rinse something out and it's wet, you can hang it up
Yeah.
in the shower area to let it drip.
I think you could probably buy one and
You
make
probably
it
can. I bet you.
Who was it that Airstream put those in?
Well,
Was this
just something.
You know what she's talking about? A little
Oh, it doesn't
retractable
have to
thing?
be retractable.
Well,
I think
something
of-
across it, and you can let everything drip in the shower.
Well, sometimes you have to rinse things out. They get wet, and you'd like a place to put them so they don't drip all over. But they have done an excellent job with for a hand towel, bath towel, the W, whatever you want to hang. There is enough space here. I'm not hitting my elbows, and we've got the door. We shut. Come out of the bathroom, and we talked about the range and the microwave. We have a beautiful refrigerator. Open this up.
This is a Norcold. Nice
Oh,
size
wow.
That's a big freezer.
Big freezer. Can't believe
Yeah.
that. So nice refrigerator. And do they have a way to lock it easy? I don't.
Yeah, there is. It's
Okay.
through here.
All right, great, great. I'd be surprised if they didn't. This is fun. You open this up.
Hey, look.
Is that too much fun or not?
Yeah, look at they got. We're
The
going
W.
to take this one with us too.
I mean, it's a W.
Yeah, it's got a W. Yeah.
Wendland.
Thank you. Very good, Winnebago. Look at that.
So,
And it's felt lined, so you can put rattly things in there, and they're not going to rattle.
yeah. And what do they got down here? A couple shelves.
Maybe a toaster, maybe a coffee
Oh,
maker.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. All kinds of things down there.
We are now
Look at all the
going
drawers.
into
We've
the
got
bedroom.
6
May I point
drawers.
out this is in what they call an east-west bedroom. North-south being, rear of the coach to the front of the coach. East-west being like here.
So, I'm
it's going to be
looking-
west-east, east-west.
His and
You
her-
get my idea.
His and her
Oh,
closets.
yeah.
And there's lots of room in there to hang things. 2 drawers, 6 drawers, and 2 wardrobes. And here's a little table.
Little table. Yeah, you can put a table
Yeah,
up.
if you need a table, the table's here. It's
So-
strapped down. It's secure. The leg for the table is there.
So what would you do? I guess you could put stuff there, but I was gonna say, it's not a makeup area, but you could put a portable mirror or something like that in there.
Well, I think you could just set things there. And again, I consider these decorative. And here's the shade for the privacy. You can open up the window those couple of inches, so you can look out. You're someplace camp for a while. You can set things up there.
And there's
This
the
and that.
second TV.
Second TV. You're in bed. You can watch TV.
Now this is a king size bed.
Oh, here's the ladder for the bunk bed that's up front.
Yep.
Good.
We showed you where it goes. Yeah.
Yep. And you can't go wrong with a mirror. You get
A full length mirror.
to get a glimpse of yourself before you venture out into the world. Again, another window. I love windows. Someplace pretty. I like to look out.
This is a pocket door, so you can shut that for privacy.
Sliding door, just slide it.
A raised pedestal around both ends of the bed, which, you know, I guess you'll get used to it, but you have to kind of step up and step down in the middle of the night, you know, but it works.
Aha.
More storage there.
More storage. And storage below that storage.
And a little cubby hole here.
And with chargers.
And one
in
there for those of you who have CPAC machines, and there's chargers. There's USB-A there. I don't think they have C, which is the standard now, but two 110 volt plugs in there. And the same on the other side.
So I'm looking at the headboard. It seems like everybody's doing it these days, but that's a particularly attractive headboard, in my opinion.
Yep. Air conditioner right here. Coleman
Second air
knock.
conditioner.
Really does a nice job. I know y'all hear it, but again, it's really hot outside.
Now, smoke detector, two of them, or carbon monoxide?
Those are smoke detectors.
Okay, usually carbon monoxide.
One in the
are
front,
low.
one in the back. Yep.
Yeah, good idea.
Carbon
So-
monoxides are usually down low.
Yeah, down low. So lots of storage, king size bed, and the emergency window that you can crawl out of, exit window. If you need to exit in the middle of the night, make sure you know how to work that.
Lots of vents here.
To
Very
direct.
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is beautiful. The more I look at it, the more I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's very roomy. Very roomy, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Now, coming back into the main area.
This is something fun. We showed you another model where they had the same thing. You have a bunk bed, you push a button, and it comes down to about the height of the top of the seat. And the ladder is in the back. This is a nice, thick mattress that looks very comfortable. What kid wouldn't love that? Maybe even a teenage kid, they get to come.
So you can sleep,
That's,
certainly
I think,
one
two.
kid up there, but two little ones.
Well, that looks pretty big. You might be able to get two up there
And
easily.
then, of course, you've got another bed here. And
Yes.
then the big king. So,
Yeah, so
you can have guests.
accommodate a lot of people here. And I love the little touches, the little things that they do. And this is lovely. You look back here, it's all open, it feels spacious.
Now, again, this is that big Ford Godzilla engine, which is right underneath there. And they all have that covering. Bo does not like that because he prefers to be right between the two of us. But a couple of coffee cups there. This is the auto level system from Lippert. It's a great automatic leveling system. We have it on our fifth wheel. Love it. It works wonderfully. And then my one criticism on it is this really skimpy sized little tiny monitor here. That's for your, and it works great with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. You want to show well, actually, I'll show it since I'm right here. This is that desk. They all seem to have it now. So you can work as you drive. And because you have lithium batteries and you've got an inverter and a converter on there, you've certainly got plenty of power that you can tap into whenever you want to charge your devices. 12 volt charging here. Standard sized steering wheel, which is big, with controls on the steering wheel. Both seats,
Very comfortable.
very comfortable. They swivel around.
hmm
And other controls,
Where's the button for the shade in the front?
the shade in the front. Where do you think it would be?
Well,
How about the one that says nightshade?
Ooh,
And
could be.
there it goes.
Ooh, that's going to block out that light.
Does a nice job, doesn't
Leave it down now.
So yeah, I guess I will because it's so hot. Maybe that'll keep some sun
Yeah,
from coming in.
that would be a good idea.
So there you go
And
there.
for the sides, I pull this down.
And like almost every RV we have ever seen, there is a gap. And I don't see anything that would cover that up. You know, you're gonna take a really dedicated window peeker to see anything in there. But still, there is the gap.
The gap.
The gap.
There's-
But those are nice shades.
Yes.
Blackout shades.
Blackout
shades.
And you would want that down with the heat. Most places that we go.
Nice little cubby holes up here for things you want to hold.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
And same thing, shade over there and the same little missing.
Little quick thing, you're driving at night. This is just a nice little feature. You can turn that on. See how the lights comes on over this thing? I don't know if it's daytime as I'm shooting this, but
Oh,
it basically
very
turns
nice.
those lights. A little nice.
Yeah.
Heated
that's
mirrors.
Where Winnebago wins the prize. When you want a little bit of light, they've got little buttons here and there, and you just push it, and you've got your little bit of light.
Yep.
So I love a little bit of light. I don't always want lots of light.
Okay. All right, it's time now for us to do our wrap up on this Winnebago Vista, 30-foot long, right at the far end of those small Class A's. This is the National Park Limited Edition. Let's start with what we liked and didn't like, and I want to start with maybe the one thing I'm not a big fan of are those steps. Those automatic steps that retract in and out. I'm not sure on a big coach like this what the solution would be, but I think they were kind of clunky. I'm not a big fan of those steps, and you know the motor always gets greasy. You got to grease it. You got to do a lot of maintenance on it. If you drive in snow and roads have been treated with salt, they can get corroded pretty easily. I mean, that's not a big deal. Don't get me wrong, but still, it is something that we're not big fans of.
Well, 2 steps, and I think there even could be a third where we're parked right now. I don't know how else you could do it other than have a step that tracks back and forth, because it's too big for one step, that's for sure.
Yep.
What I like is how comfortable these chairs are. The dining area, it's comfortable. And actually the dark leather, it won't show everything, even though I like light and creamy. The dark won't show everything, but what the dark does show, the dark floor shows bow hair. It really shows the bow hair. So the light gray hair of bow pops out, but that's our problem because we've got a Norwegian elk hound.
Who sheds a lot.
Yeah.
You're not a big fan, as you said, of darker interiors, but you know we've been in this thing a day and a half or so, and it's starting to grow on me.
It's growing on
actually.
me.
Yeah,
It's growing on me.
Little touches that Winnebago has added to this thing that makes it nice. I do like the way it drives. Another criticism is the small little GPS entertainment screen. I know what they're trying to do to keep that window as wide open as possible, and I do appreciate that. Would I like a little bigger screen? Yeah. Would I like it at the expense of not having quite so much window real estate? I think I like the window real estate a little more. So, it's perfectly usable. It's very bright. It seems like we're nitpicking, really.
Yeah, I think you're nitpicking.
Because you see, there's not a lot of things that we don't like
Yeah.
about it. One thing I would change, the location of the leveling system from Lippert. It works great. You know, we're big fans of the Lippert auto level system. However, its placement over here on, in the middle of that console down low, you almost got to get on your knees if you're going to do. If you can't sometimes you can't do an auto level, and you got to do a manual level, and it's just a little cumbersome. I would prefer seeing it so you could operate it outside. Maybe build it into one of the outdoor cabinets, and that way you are outside and looking. For example, we're in a very unlevel spot, and I tried to level it, and the front wheels were off the ground, and I wouldn't have known that because I was in here twiddling around with the level system. You were outside and told me that. Had I had the control outside, I would have been able to see it. So that's a fairly major thing. I would have just changed the location of that.
And something that you can't do anything about is having all of that in between the driver's seat and the passenger
That
seat
big
on the floor.
engine cowl covering or whatever you call that.
Yeah, it's kind of something to, but I mean, you can't help that. That comes with the engine. And something that is a little bit hard for me to get used to is that step.
The step around the bed.
Yeah.
That's
both
because it
sides,
has
there's
so
a
much.
step.
They raised it up a little bit, the step around, so you can have more storage underneath it from the outside. So it's a toss there. We probably would get used to it.
Oh yeah, you'll
you
get
know.
used to it.
But I know on the unit we had the previous night that we were testing, it had the same thing, and I almost tripped a couple of times. I got up in the middle of the night and I didn't realize. You never know where you are. Where are we now? Let's see. It's Tuesday. Must be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit more used to it because with our fifth wheel on my side, I've got a step.
Yeah.
And I said to you, boy, I hope I can remember this because I got to remember. So I'm a little bit more used to it than you are. But
All right.
It's quite common having that step by the bed.
So this is the biggest motorhome I've ever driven. It's 30 feet. It's by no means the biggest of the Class A's. It's the biggest of the small Class A's. And it handles well. It's very roomy. It's comfortable. We slept really well. We enjoyed hanging around at night. Great shower. So many pluses that our little negatives sound like nitpicking. And you always got to have something we do different, and that's probably the closest we come to doing anything different, right?
Well, I think for me, the biggest adjustment, I have never thought about this before, but when you're in a Class A, the door location.
Yes.
I'm so used to the Class Bs and the Cs where you had a lot more doors.
Yeah, how many times have you looked for a door handle next to the passenger seat up in the cab?
Or the button for the window to go up and down.
Yeah. And there isn't. There's only that one center door here.
So that's just a small thing because I'm not used to a Class A.
All right. Overall, big thumbs up on this.
Oh yeah, right now I'm so comfortable. I don't think I want to get up out of this.
So if you want more information about this and the other small Class A's we have, General RV, who graciously provided us these units to review and to test out with our special camping reviews. They have put together a page of the three that we will be testing. Just go to generalrv.com/RV Lifestyle. generalrv.com/RV Lifestyle, and you'll see all the statistics, all the schematics, all that stuff. So that's it now. That's two of them. We've got one more and a completely different type of small Class A, and that will be in our next report.
And I am enjoying this because I've never been in a Class A before. And I really didn't want a huge one. So this is really satisfying my curiosity, and I hope you out there, it's answering questions that you might have had.
And thank you guys for suggesting that we look at small Class A's like this. Now I know they're going to want us to go look at the big Class A's, diesel pushers. Okay, maybe that's next. We'll see. But actually, I think next we got to do Class C's. So we'll try that. Listen, we are Mike and Jennifer Wendland, and we thank you for watching our reviews. We'd love to hear your comments. We'll take your questions. Just put them in the description below. But if you haven't done so, would you do us a personal favor and subscribe to our RV Lifestyle YouTube channel? It would mean a great deal to us. And click that little bell icon, and then you'll be notified when we have new videos online. Thanks for watching.
Happy trails!